Data governance for dummies. That's me. And I'm going to be real transparent and say that data governance as a whole area of specialization was not on my radar, especially from a compliance perspective, until we entered the age of AI. And because data is so critical to the whole AI subject, and it becomes like really top of mind, that got me doing a little bit of research, and I realized that this is something that I really needed to learn about. And I'm gonna suggest that it might be something that you might want to dive deeper into. Now, you don't have to become an expert on it, but every company deals with data. And to be honest, we need to start treating data very differently, and we need to start being very strategic in how we work with data, how we protect it, how we share it. There's so much at risk when we don't handle data properly. And a business loses a lot of opportunities when they can't harvest their data and do something with it. So this book, I bought a couple of books. I had some false starts. Sometimes it's very hard to find resources. And I bought a book and it sounded really good and it read like a college textbook. Well, that's not useful for a professional. I need boots on the ground. What do I need to consider as a professional? And I found that this book does an excellent job of kind of opening the whole subject of data governance. I mean, they cover making the data usable, making it relevant, data quality, and of course, compliance and security. They cover the whole life cycle. I love it. We really need to understand there's a whole life cycle, and I've talked about this before. Data comes in the door, it needs to be managed, it needs to be categorized, it needs to be classified, and then data should go out the door. We should not be keeping data forever unless there's a legal requirement or a legitimate business case for it. So even how we take data outside, how we discard it, how we offboard systems, everything now has to be managed. If we leave it to hope that we hit all the check marks, something's going to get left out and we're going to put ourselves at risk. And so I'm going to tell you, like, there's this whole section on focusing. This is chapter 6. Focusing on the fundamentals of data governance. It does an excellent job of defining those key elements, core topics, and then you can decide, okay, do I need to know more about this? Is this relevant for my business? Do I need somebody to develop some expertise in this space? The whole life cycle is covered and they do a really good job. ISO 27001 talks about information inventories. Your data is an asset. And the thing is, when you're trying to have data and it's not standardized, it becomes a problem for it to be usable and effective. I mean, something as simple as the dates. So you go from one country to another, we use dates differently. But when you're trying to pull something and you're trying to do summaries and all this other kind of stuff, the usability of the data actually contributes to being able to get the best information out of it. And it also contributes to being able to secure it. So this is a must-have if your business has data, and I really don't know too many businesses that don't.
Level up. Level up.